To drone or not to drone? That is the question. Your favorite YouTubers, filmmakers, or any video creator have those beautiful drone shots, and it's a testament to show that the average person can buy a drone and do the same. Here's 4 reasons why you should buy a drone, but also stick to the end because I'll mention a couple more reasons why you shouldn't buy a drone. Lego. Buying a drone means that you've got another camera angle in your video. These are great for establishing shots, especially one of the first shots one would even see in Hollywood movies to set up the scene, to set up the movie. In addition to having a second camera angle, it helps also with engagement, as there's a wow factor or another perspective in your storytelling. Plus, it's fun. It's RC. You get the experience of flying high, flying fast, and being able to record the whole moment in HD detail, or even up to 4K detail, and see what your drone sees. Just be safe and responsible. Don't fly around people or cars, and definitely watch out for trees. You don't have to be tapped into your drone like FPV, but you can definitely get away with some autopilot. DJI drones are like the standard these days. Remember when GoPro made their drone? Yeah, they don't talk about that anymore. Another thing to keep in mind is that DJI drones come with smart modes that allow you and other solo shooters to get the shot without having to actively pilot your drones by its sticks. Once you get the hang of it, piloting a drone can be part of your skill set that can then be leveraged to making money. As of lately, now that there is a requirement by the FAA to have a drone license, there are some who are not willing or just straight up aren't legally eligible to fly their drone. You can make money taking aerial photos and videos for a business, brand, or whoever. Sometimes realtors will approach you and ask about your drone even if you're flying in your local park. However, to fly commercially, to fly for money, you need a license. As someone who likes to travel every now and then with family and friends, I've always wondered 2 things about going around for the sites. I wonder how this would look if I flew a drone here. And I wonder if you're allowed to fly a drone here. Generally, unless it's near an airspace, which I find out through my app, if it looks okay, I'll fly my drone. In the beginning, when it wasn't as strict, I would try to fly my drone in the Philippines. Some of the clips that you're watching are from Palawan. Nowadays, security guards will approach you and tell you, you can't fly here. So I would stick around to flying it around the local parks here in the States, away from people and cars. I've used the DJI Mavic Pro and now the DJI Mavic 2 Pro with the Fly More combo with the extra batteries. Because the batteries generally give you 20 to 25 minutes flight time with a couple more minutes allowance just to fly your drone back to the home point, I will generally try to use up all 3 of my batteries. As much as I love getting beautiful drone shots, I don't fly it as often compared to when I take photos and videos on foot. So if I fly, I'm going to fly more than just 20 minutes and make my flight time worth it. If you're going to do the same, consider what you're really flying your drone for fun or for someone else, whether or not money is actually involved. You see, even if you want to fly recreationally, you have to take what they call the trust exam. And if you want to fly commercially, you need what they call a Part 107 license. There's just too many considerations and rules. Don't fly over people, don't fly over moving objects, can't fly under a certain height. Watch out for airports, can't fly in national parks. Just because you have a drone doesn't mean you may fly wherever you please. Even when you think you're all in the clear, sometimes all it takes is for someone with a badge to just walk up to you and say, you can't fly here. If you're discouraged enough with all these things, you most likely won't fly your drone anyway. In the end, you may just wind up leaving it in its case or selling it. If you live near many trees, be careful. It's an easy risk for a crash. As much as you want to baby this thing, if it's your first time flying something like this, most likely you may end up crashing it. Another thing to consider is, will you be carrying just your drone when you fly, or will you also be carrying other camera gear as well? Most often for me, I add the drone to my kit, so it becomes extra weight. You got your camera, an extra lens, a tripod, maybe a gimbal, and now a drone with extra batteries. I hope you got a waist strap or a roller bag because that is going to be at least 10 to 20 pounds or 5 to 10 kilograms on your back. On top of it all, consider how much you may be spending for a drone. They can be very expensive. You can spend up to $300 to $2,000. You can already get a good camera body or lens for that price, let alone a light or audio setup. You know, items that you can actually use more often than a drone. But if you're still considering a drone, which drone are you looking into flying? Drones will give you that extra visual awe in your videos that not everyone can have. Nearly everyone has a camera on their phone, many have digital cameras, but not as many people will have drones. Use it to your advantage and share your perspective of the world. Just fly responsibly. As a bonus reason to not buy a drone is, well, you don't know what kind of shots you can get with it. But if you click over here, I have a video for cinematic drone movements that you could use if you actually own one. Thanks again for watching. Now go out there and shoot for the life that matters. See ya!